Good morning, folks. Well, it's time to spend a little time with pros who know. We're hanging out with the Iowa Beef Consul, Rochelle Gilman here, registered dietitian with those folks, joining us in studio right now. Michelle Brown is here with us. Jackie is on her way to the Principal Charity Classic. She's going to be caddying. Jay Haas is there, so she's going to be hanging out with him. But this is the time of year where people get really excited. First of all, beef is great any time of year, but you want to go outside and you want to have a little bit of fun at the same time on your grill.
Enjoy this wonderful summer weather.
No question about
steak.
it.
June is steak month.
It is steak month.
So we're talking steaks today.
All right, now let's look at the varieties of steaks that you have here. First of all, what did you bring for us today?
Okay, I brought you a T-bone and strip steaks that have a rub. We're going to talk about a flank steak here.
A flank steak, okay.
Right. And then we've got flat iron steak. These two steaks here, the T-bones and the flat iron
I'm glad you brought that one over there because I have some questions about the flat iron steak, okay?
Because there are some cuts of meat that do better on the grill, right?
Well, the flank steak is an example. We have tender cuts of beef and we have less tender cuts of beef. The flank steak is less tender, but you marinate it and tenderize it, and it is fantastic on the grill.
Okay.
Now let's start with the steps involved in grilling here, because there's 5 basic steps, is what you said, to grilling. Where if you do these 5 steps, you're going to have perfection.
Perfection.
Okay, that's the key.
Selecting your cut is the first. There's all kinds of cuts that are appropriate for the grill, and we already talked about the less tender and the tender cuts. Seasoning is the next step. The grill-ready steaks like these that are tender, you really don't need to do anything with.
Now, you mentioned these again. Let's remind people what these are. You said strip steak, but what kind of strip?
This is a strip steak, so it's basically this part of the T-bone.
Oh, okay. So
and they have different names: Kansas City strip, New York strip.
Right. That's what I was asking about.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Lean cut.
So this is basically this part of the of the animal.
Right.
Okay.
Yep. So seasoning you can do with rubs, which are quick and easy, or marinades. And then you cook your steaks. Okay.
Now, again, for cooking the steaks, obviously temperature is key.
Right. You want to cook to that ideal temperature that you prefer, your desired doneness. And the best way to do that is with a meat thermometer. Okay, you're going to stick it in to the side there in the middle. The key is to take it off the grill 5 to 10 minutes before it reaches your desired doneness. And then you're going to let your steak rest for 3 to 5 minutes and then slice your steak. Okay, it continues to cook.
So say you wanted your steak at like 145 degrees.
Which is medium rare.
You'd pull it off at 130, 135,
135, 40. Yep.
Okay, now when
let
you
it
take,
rest.
and here's another question for you here. When you take it off of the heat source, do you just take it and do you just put it on a plate, or do you wrap it in foil, or what do you need to do?
Put it on a plate and then tent it with foil.
Okay.
And let it rest. Yep. It'll continue to cook to your ideal temperature.
The little carryover cooking.
Yep. The other thing that does is it reabsorbs the juices. So every bite is nice and juicy when you're eating that steak.
That is great.
Is there a certain amount of time that you recommend for it? When you do a marinade, you want it to sit for a bit, right?
Yep. To flavor with marinades, 15 minutes to 2 hours.
Oh, so it doesn't need to be an overnight
that's for
process.
flavoring.
That's for flavor.
That's for flavoring with marinade.
For tenderizing, at least 6 hours up to 24.
Okay.
So you can do it overnight and it works well.
Okay. So the less tender cuts that you want to get prepped, those generally you want to leave sit.
Correct.
Okay,
at
so
least 6 hours to 24 hours.
A good idea is to plan ahead, plan accordingly. Again, check your favorite store and find out, what cuts of beef are on sale, because there's always cuts of beef on sale.
Absolutely.
And find out which one is, and then you get it ready a day ahead of time. Like today, we'd be getting something ready for tomorrow, or for the weekend.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Now, is it okay to leave it sit more than like 24 hours, or is that pretty much the max?
You would probably want to take it out after 24 hours because then it starts to get mushy.
Okay.
Because
it's breaking down. It's breaking down the tissues.
Right. Exactly.
Right. Now, something else about the marinade.
Yes.
When you get done marinating your steak, what do you do with the leftovers?
You toss the marinade.
You throw it away.
Right. The other thing you do is you want to marinate your steak in the fridge.
Okay.
Not out on the counter.
Okay.
All right. That's a good tip.
Yeah.
All right. And when you get done marinating your steak, and before you put it on your heat source, whatever the heat source is, whether it's your grill or whether it's one of these devices here, because these things are great. for cooking steaks. Right. We heard some chefs say take your meat and let it warm up a little bit before you put it on the grill. Is that recommended by you or not?
Well, we recommend just putting it right on the grill from the fridge.
Right from the fridge or the grill.
Although,
that settles that. Thank you very much.
Right. Yep.
It saves a lot of time.
Although, one tip is before you put it on the grill, whether it's marinated or it's plain, pat your steak dry with a paper towel.
Really? Why is that?
What that does is it promotes browning and that caramelization, that nice searing.
Searing on the, I like that.
Versus if you have liquid, it steams.
That would explain why I can't get those marks on my steaks all these years. Seriously.
Right, yeah, so just pat it dry before you put it on.
All right, so you get the cool looking marks on them.
Yeah.
All right.
The other cool thing is, this is a cool little tip, 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
Oh, you look like a fancy restaurant.
And then you get, it looks like that steakhouse.
Great pattern. That's like
You bet.
All right, so we talked marinades and things like that. We have the different cuts of steak here, and again, the one on the far side here is?
This is, we call it a 3-main marinade because you use an Italian base, Italian salad dressing, Italian vinaigrette
and it's whatever
base.
Italian dressing you like, or whichever one is on sale, which is usually
or
the one
in
we
your
grab.
fridge,
Yeah, or in
which
your
I
fridge.
like. Yes. Yeah. So the base is the Italian vinaigrette, some garlic, and then some black pepper.
All right.
That's the base.
Could we get to mix some up here?
Yes. So do you want to mix one up, or you want me to?
Yeah, I'm gonna mix one. If you give me, I'm gonna walk behind
I'll let
here.
you
We'll do a little shuffle here.
So we've got an Asian version and a Mexican version.
All right, I want the Mexican version.
So you guys go ahead and pour in your ingredients, and I'll tell you what the ingredients are. Lou's doing the Mexican.
Okay, this would be, looks like chili powder.
Chipotle chili powder.
Chipotle chili powder, okay.
It's that smoky.
Okay, so what's Michelle putting in?
like soy sauce.
I think she's got, she's got the soy sauce there.
Okay.
You're doing the cumin.
Oh, I love cumin. Oh, I love cumin.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you also are going to have lime juice, and that's it for yours.
That's it?
Right. Yours has ginger. And notice these are a time saver. These ginger and garlic that are in the tubes.
No way.
Already ready to go.
They're fantastic.
Thank you very much. Okay.
The little sweetness here, is this the
Brown sugar.
Okay.
Yep. And then the sesame oil and sesame seeds, toasted sesame seeds.
Okay, so we have this in here now. Am I just putting a little bit of sauce, a little bit of
pour that in.
Italian dressing in?
Yep.
And just a little bit, a pour of this?
Teaspoon, just yep. There you go. And that's what really gives it that nice Asian
and
flavor
again, look
and
at this.
smell.
This is not a whole lot, you know.
It doesn't take a whole lot.
Because I overdo with marinade too. So again, this you're saving me a lot of money and a lot of time too by doing something like this.
And we use the flat iron steaks, and this is for flavoring. So you could marinate it for 15 up to 2 hours to get 15 minutes up to 2 hours to get that flavor.
So again, if you're looking for flavor, that's a lot less than I thought. I thought it would be a couple of hours.
No.
Okay.
Yep, 15 minutes to 2 hours.
All right,
so this is kind of pasty. So will you massage the steak in the bag?
Kind of massage it in there. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And these little zipper bags they're pretty handy, aren't
and
they?
this is the other tip. Put them inside the bowl here, because then it stands upright and your contents.
Little stand here.
Okay. Right on the counter.
All right.
This is a unique kind of an Asian flavored.
Yeah, and you can really smell that sesame oil.
Nice.
So you put the steak in there, and then you just grill it up to your desired
Absolutely. Put it in the fridge, and then
you'll put the steak in the bag, and then put that in the fridge.
Yep.
Okay.
And then
don't leave it on the counter.
Is this one meant for flavor as well?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep. Those are both for flavor.
All right.
And the key to marinating for flavor versus tenderization is timing.
So you could use the same, if I let it sit longer with a cut that's a little less tender, then it serves as a marinade.
Yep.
So it's
okay. Yep. Up to 6 to 24 hours for tenderizing.
That is perfect. So
All right.
same basic marinades. Now, people want more tips on this and want to go back and review some of these, maybe get a lot more too. Where can they go?
Okay, iabeef.org, or they can call our office, 515-296-2305.
Did you try to provide lots of recipes and different things
Absolutely,
and make it real easy for people to try new things and be successful?
Recipes, cuts, if they're not sure about how to grill a cut, they can go to that website, and we've got all kinds of great information on there.
All right, so if you're going to maybe, Dad's Day is coming up and you want to cook a steak up for Dad, if you were cooking a steak up for my dad and for Michelle's dad, what steak would you grab for him?
I would do the flat iron.
You do the flat iron, really?
Love that steak. It's the second most tender cut. That flat iron, and it's more economical, and it's versatile. Got great beef flavors. I would do the flat iron.
Now, flat iron, would that be a grill type steak? Or
Absolutely. Yep. I grilled. That's the flat iron there, and I grilled that. Yeah,
right.
it works well
All
on
right,
the grill.
so check it out. Do something a little bit different.
Very
this time
nice.
around.
This is
Yeah.
this is very helpful because I'm not the best with meat on the grill.
And regardless, if you cook
Thank
steaks a
you.
million times, you always get some tips of how to do it better. Wonderful.
right.
Thank you so much for being
You're
here.
welcome.
This is
Thank
awesome.
you.
I love this.
Thank you.
Again,
Happy Steak Month.
it is Steak Month. You exactly took the words out of my mouth. Perfect.
Okay.
Wonderful. Again,
All
check
right.
it out, folks, online and enjoy your steak.
smells
We
good.
will be right back.